Good morning. Good morning. A beautiful day outside. Just going to show you. Here we go. Can you see that? I'll switch it round even. There we go. There's my front lawn. It's so beautifully sunny outside and it's not warm. Yesterday was warm and windy. The day before was beautiful, perfect day. Warm as well as sunshiny. It's a little cool at the moment, but it is early in the day, isn't it? So here we go. Let's go back to this. We're going to pop over to the cards. I'm Boundy, psychic medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. So connecting with your guiding spirits and your inner self, that intuitive inner being and senses that you may have. Well, you could say it's psychic, you could say it's just intuition or gut feeling. It doesn't matter the name of what you're experiencing as you're listening and seeing these cards. I'm only giving my general card reading ideas around what comes to me as I'm doing this for you, with you. Take in what you need, let go of anything else that you don't need, and you might receive something specific from your guidance as we go through the card reading. So here we go, and we have Nat here. Good morning to you, Nat. It is a beautiful day, isn't it? Away we go. There. Now, I have got that screen down as far as I can. I might just be able to raise that a little bit. I just noticed it's not quite enough of the cards as the full visual. So here we go. You might get some extraneous stuff in the corner, but that doesn't matter. What we've got, we are using the Gilded Breviary Lenormand deck, my happy go-to deck that I love. I really do love this. I love Sarah Marchetti's artwork. And the 5 cards in our spread and the our card that we start with. So I'm going to pick that up and we'll bring it to the camera. Respect is earned, honesty is appreciated, trust is gained, loyalty is returned. Beautiful, isn't it? So it really is about being in our good self-esteem space and honouring and respecting others as well. So I'll explain the spread first, then I'll go into the zoomed in. Anchor in the home space. We've got the child who was there yesterday has now moved over to the workspace. So child in workspace, dog is the unexpected. We've got the birch broom and the whip in our role. That's your role, our role. And we have the mature woman, but we have woman, lady, feminine energy as the outcome or the pivot role. So it really is bringing in that is the feminine, womanly, moon, yin energy, all of that is, and I do feel the nurturing and love here of an age gone past being brought through all generations to where we are now. Okay, now we'll go into the zoom mode so that I can get them a bit bigger, and we'll swing it over to the anchor first. Anchor in the home space is bringing in our stability, being able to choose where we're wanting to focus and drop our anchor to allow that focus for the period of time we need it. So in whatever aspect you're working in your home, it could be that you're doing a really intricate recipe, cooking for your family, and you're wanting to concentrate on that. Pick up your anchor, move location to your kitchen, drop the anchor, get into it with that focus and concentration to get the job done, to get that process of loving creation done in that space, in that period of time you need it. So you've got the calm waters to get the process moving through very easily, and whatever you need to do in that time is going to be perfect. It also means that once you finish, you can up the anchor and shift location. So it's giving that sense of flexibility, but with stability for those moments where you need to actually concentrate and bring in that is, honing it in, that focus. It's almost like, the calm in the middle of the storm. You might have everything else going around you that's chaotic, but you yourself are calm and feeling very, centered in self to be able to keep doing what you love doing, what you are needing to do in that moment of time. Not all things are what we love to do. Some things are just plain downright necessary. So feel that energy in those moments where you're needing to up the anchor, move and drop it down again. Okay, now we'll go across to the child here in the workspace. Here we have, and this is a book. I wonder if I'll just zoom it in a tiny little bit more. And here we have the book that's being opened by the child or for the child. It doesn't really matter. It could be that the child themselves are helping themselves to what are the possibilities in their bookshelf to open a new world. What we're going to be doing in our workspace is opening the possibilities of something new, something that we're going to travel along with that sense of adventure. I myself am moving along that course because I'm not doing part-time work where I was now, and we are going to be, we are, whoever I work with, it's going to be revisiting some of the possibilities that I have in front of me, and that could be going back to something that I loved doing, as in sound therapy, and doing it in a more concentrated way, or a combination with the hypnotherapy and the Reiki and whatever other skills I have, including continuing onward with the psychic mediumship. There's all sorts of possibilities and nuances in what we have as our journey ahead, whether we're doing business for ourselves or working for someone else. Bring your sense of openness and adventure and excitement into your day to day to share that with others as well. Tell them your story, what you can contribute towards the business, whether it's your own or another. It doesn't matter. It's bringing the whole of yourself in with respect to you and trusting what guidance you are getting in, what are you actually meant to be doing today. And here we have the dog. I'll just bring the full visual down. It's got a little bit of a shadow there from something I've got behind. Just let me move that. Is that a bit clearer? Yes, it is. So here we go, that beautiful trusting face. Look at the love and the patience and all that is there, ready to go for a walk, play with the ball, that unconditional love of what our pets can share with us. We need to be sharing back with them too by taking notice. So take notice today of those unexpected moments where you might be facing these gorgeous little eyes looking up at you pleading, or some other nuance in your day that may give you that feeling of, oh, I need to do. It's those unexpected moments. Trust that what you're receiving, it is time to down tools if you're working or in the kitchen or, in the home space. You need to get out into fresh air. You need to get into a different breathing pattern, a different sense of activity that you love. Make sure it is something or some pet, some family member that you love, that you're going into this unexpected moment, a memory to remember, that type of thing. And then now we're going to go down to the birch broom and whip. Now, being this is our role, and I might just move it a little bit further up just so we don't see a boob in the middle of nowhere. Here we are with the birch broom, the whip. Birch broom, look, it's sweeping, it's work, it's that type of thing that gives us the indication that we've got some things to do. And it could be a cleaning up of, and that can be anything from the body, mind and spirit. So with the whip, it's getting us to crack into it. Really, it's not the cat o' nine tails chastisement. I will never see that as being what it used to be used for in history past. It's just it's a device that makes a sound that gets things moving. We used to use it behind the cows on a dairy just to make the sound. You get that whip crack sound and the cows would move. It would not touch them. So this is where it's just getting ourselves moving in whatever area we're needing to have that energy shifting today. And it could be to do something specific like cooking a beautiful family meal for your family tonight, in whatever way that you're needing to clean things up, clear out, sweep it clean, and get things moving. It's that type of energy with this today. And of course, right in the centre we do have, and I'm just going to put it back down again a little bit, we do have that mature woman figure looking out for the future. This is from the inside. Here we are on the inner realms of this space and looking out through a window because that sunshine is coming in. It could even be the moonshine. It depends what time of day you are or night you're actually here on the inside and looking out. But it's the focus or reflection. It almost feels like the time of inner sensing and feeling into that heart space because she is holding around that heart space. So shifting it forward into what is the tomorrow, or even your work if you're looking at it from this aspect of creating the sentence of we start at home, we gather ourselves, and we're moving into our workspace. But it is the pivot of the feminine energy today. Okay, so there we go. And Sandra's sharing straightforward and simple. Don't let your words be twisted or confused. Yes, that is a good summary. I'm not sure which space you had. There is that, the gap of time lapse with these having the comments appear after you've typed them. But it certainly is a really good summary. So I'm going to put that back down so we can see the complete picture of the cards again. So really spend that time at any point using your anchor. It doesn't have to be just in the home space, but that's more what the focus of that energy is to be able to create your calm spot, that center of focus, even through to what your work is involving today, the adventure, the whatever is new, because there is something that's going to pop up new for you as part of your work. And with the unexpected, taking the time out that you need to with someone or something you want to focus on, to do that you love, so that you can keep clearing and cleansing your energies to be able to get things moving, get things going. And there will be the moments where it is based on what has been from before into what we're going out to in our tomorrows. But mostly it is in this instance, I feel that sense of being present, that mindfulness. So it does give that feeling of mindfulness here, contemplation and mindfulness around what is your day, what is your life path, all those different nuances of being you. So, and I certainly do love that summary you've put there, Sandra, as far as the straightforward and simple. It's the old KISS principle, keep it simple, stupid, although we're not stupid. We are absolutely intelligent beings in whatever way that we express that. No one is actually dumb. What we've been able to do as humans in our convoluted ways, put judgments everywhere so that, one's lower or higher than another, etc., etc., and it's all bullshit. We are all people. We are individuals. We have our uniqueness and wonderful, the perfectness in certain areas that others don't. It's just creating who we are. It's beautiful. So, I like that one. Yeah, keep it simple, stunner. But I do remember that from many of the workshops over the years that I've been on and heard, been part of even. So, good morning or good evening, Davina. So I dare say you're over from like in the Canada, US, UK type areas. Nighttime coming up. Now, the other thing I might add is that I have got an issue, and welcome to those who are watching replay and got this far, but I have actually got issues apparently with my Facebook page, the @rosboundy, in being able to have lives going to it. It's just not coming up. I have put it in my list of destinations. It's not there, so do expect or share with others to just pop over to my profile again rather than the page. I don't know what the issue is, but it certainly isn't going live there at the moment. It is in the Soulpreneurs app, so I can see that that is going live there. So look, who knows, with the technology we're lucky to have it anyway. So thank you for being here, UK Davina. Thank you for being here in your evening, because you'll be heading your autumn now, so it's starting to get a bit chillier, isn't it? We've got beautiful weather here. ah, me and you. Oh, I love that. That's a lovely way to express it. And it looks like a menu. Lots of choices, isn't it? In the way that's typed up. That looks quite interesting. Thank you everyone for being here. Now, certainly I have put my link to my website somewhere. Now, Davina, it is a general guidance, this one, as in the daily card spread reading. You need to help yourself in reading what you can add to the messages that I've shared. So, because each and every person, being the unique individuals, we have different life circumstances and situations. So, you know best, you actually do know best from within yourself what your life path is and what choices you need to be making. What we need to be learning from each other is that how to tap into the spiritual realm to have those answers more defined. If you have the questions, ask your spiritual guides. Certainly there is ways of using tools, which I do. I use the cards, Lenormand, tarot. I can, I can use any of the cards. You can use any type of technique, scrying, all sorts of different ways, charms, tea leaf card spreads, etc. It's just finding what tool resonates with you to use as part of your guidance. If you need clarification and help, you just need to ask, connect. I do have another website, and I'm just going to put that there, which is the rosboundy.com, boundy.com.au. And, the social media. You just look up my name if you need some help with that. But just moving forward, there's always ways to connect with people. Go with who you feel guided to is the best answer that I can give. It doesn't have to be me. It can be someone else. You feel into the energy. Spirit will give you some helping hand with that. I know, because I do use my connection. What can you show and teach without having the experience yourself in a really good, deep way? So, and each and every one of you can do exactly the same. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for being here. Certainly spread the word that with those who you know that it's going to be rosboundy profile on Facebook at the moment for the live streams, or I have got it cross-posted to the Hypnosis Plus page as well, because my rosboundy page isn't working. It is on YouTube as well as the Soulpreneurs. So I'll leave it there. So thank you so much for being here to the end. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Thank you, thank you. And the more that we can share, the more people can gain from each other's learning. Honestly, it's not an isolated world. We're in relationship with people. Let's share with other people what we know, what we've learnt on our journeys. We're not isolated, even though sometimes it can feel a bit isolating and lonely the way we live. But here we are on a technology that can share worldwide. Thank you, Davina. Oh, good morning, Nasanya. I'll say your full name. Sani, not everybody would know that, would they? Morning. Have a beautiful day. Oh, thank you so much for being here too. Now, I think, this is interesting. There's some messages popping up back in my list that weren't there to start with. I don't understand some of the technology, but here you go. Thank you. Loving the owl card today. Thanks, Joe. I love the owl cards all up. They're wonderful, aren't they? I'm just checking back in the list of comments because some of those I did miss. Interesting. And they weren't there before, like some of yours, etc. I'll leave it there. Keep being the best you that you can be, and we'll see you tomorrow. Namaste.